Hey guys, we're back. This time we're taking a look at the Into the Vortex expansion for the second edition of Mothership. And I did a review on the original one of these. This is pretty much everything that was in the original one, just with the updated card graphics and stuff to match the second edition of the game. And we'll get right in and take a look. I'm sure I made a mess in there by flipping that over. Not too bad. First thing we have is the rule book for the expansion, and they're tiny little things, only 8 pages. Got a list of the new contents for this expansion. First off are the class cards, and these add a new optional rule to the game where each player takes on a role of a specific class. And you can see here the different classes offer you this action ability up here, which is a one-time use ability that you can use once per game. And then at the bottom here you have a bonus that's static and on the entire game. So kind of an interesting new addition, and it allows you to do some different kind of game breaking things depending on your role. The next new addition are the Nebulas. And Nebulas are similar to the asteroid tiles in that they break up the space on the board. The difference is with a Nebula tile, once you enter them, it basically ends your movement. You can only move one space through, so if you're still in a tile like here and you want to move here, it'll still end your move. And there's a couple upgrades that allow you to move more than one, but it severely limits your movement. Where the asteroid fields, you can, once you're in it, you can fly through it freely. These, you have to get that effect every time. So it's interesting. It doesn't actually damage you like asteroids do, but they limit your movement. And then the last new thing in here is the Wormholes. And these are represented by the wormhole tokens here. And they basically get scattered throughout the board and allow you instant travel from one section to another. On the back here, they give you a bunch of new layouts using these new things, the Nebulas and the Wormholes. So the first thing we have here are our class cards. And as I said, these are a bunch of different classes that you take on. Each one of them gives you a one-time use bonus up here, as well as a permanent bonus down there. So depending on which one of these you have, it can really change up certain aspects of the game and give it a little bit more variety. I love the fact that Mothership is so modular. Things like this can be added, or you cannot use them. It's completely up to you. So this expansion comes with a bunch of new artifacts, and the base game has 1 through 12. This has 13 through 20, and they're all new artifacts that you can discover on your planets if you're using the optional rule for planetary exploration, which I highly suggest. It's one of my favorite aspects of the game, and then it makes the planets worth more too, so people are fighting over them to keep control, not only for the resources, but for whatever bonuses you get from the various artifacts. To go with the new artifacts, you get a handful of new artifact tokens. They have the numbers corresponding to the various artifacts on one side and the exploration symbol on the back. Artifact symbol, whatever it is. But those are nice. They match the ones in the second edition set. Next we have our Nebula tiles. And they come just like the old ones. 2 of each shape, and they're various shapes. You can also flip them over to get different, and they also interlock so that you can expand them and make them into larger fields. But you get 2 of each of those. Here's this one, 2 of those, 2 of this guy, those, and lastly 2 of those. We get our new wormhole tokens, and these are color coded on the front, and I think they're blank on the back, so you can kind of mix and match what goes where, what connects to what in your galaxy. And then finally we have a stack of new action cards, and these all pertain to stuff in the second edition. This did not come with the original setup Into the Vortex, I don't believe, but these cards in here basically all pertain to new stuff in second edition. There's a thing that allows you to build a free Guardian cannon, Roll an extra Guardia Cannon attack with a bigger die. Various things. They're all new. This one's even specifically pertaining to Wormholes. So all of these cards pertain to stuff that you can find in the expansion and in the second edition. So they can be added directly to the action deck that comes with the base game. And that's it. That's a look at everything that comes in the Into the Vortex expansion. One of the coolest things about Mothership is its modular nature, and that you can pick and choose which extra rules you want to add. So you can start with just the base game, and then you can, your second time through, when people are more familiar with the core rules, you can add in the class cards and planetary exploration with the artifacts, and then you can add in the development, which is a new rule in the second edition, and then you can add in moons and things like that, which are new for second edition, and just keep expanding on the game, add nebulas to the asteroid fields and so on. But if you want a quick simple game, you can leave all that stuff out and just play by the core rules. So it's a really cool aspect to the game, and expansions like this that add more of those optional rules that you can pick and choose between. You don't have to add any or all of them. It's all what you feel like playing, and that's part of what makes the game so interesting. It's basically a game engine, and all these little plugins can allow you to customize it to your playstyle. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for our look at the Into the Vortex expansion for the Mothership 2nd edition. As always, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.